Okay, the second thing we have for Japan is, I'm gonna butcher it, Mitsukoshi.
There you go.
That is the big department store that's below Teppanyaki that Japan is known for.
Is that the one with the Pikachu?
Yeah,
I love that store. I know I'm gonna keep it. I really love that store.
I do too. I really do.
I love it.
The only thing I remember from that was when you used to play the Agent P game, and then it would react in there.
I got a pearl at that store.
Oh.
I go in that store religiously when I'm at Epcot.
It's so good.
I don't care if I went to Epcot last night and I'm going this morning. I'm going back in there.
It's like Sky in the home store at Downtown Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go there when I'm in the parks though. I don't go there.
No, but when you go to Downtown Disney, you
Yeah.
always go to the home store.
Yeah.
Moving to our next pavilion, Morocco. And the only thing we have for this is Spice Road.
Which one is that one?
It's the one on the waterfront.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Reno.
Yeah, I also said Reno.
So-
I want to
Reno.
make that. I want to make that an Aladdin themed restaurant.
I want it to be Genie.
That's what I
Oh,
said
Genie's
too.
good too.
I just
want
said
it-
Aladdin.
I want it to be based off that one part of Friend Like Me.
I'm okay with that.
It's
I
got all
want
the
all
rugs.
the,
It's got all the lamps. You know, you
I
can use
want
so
all the
much-
waiters to be sassy.
Yes.
And
Like it's like
blue.
Jungle Cruise, but a restaurant.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love that.
Um,
Next.
Moving on to this pavilion, probably has the most that I've listed, is France. France.
Not the
Oh.
Italy one, but the France one.
The France one. We're going to start with the video Impressions de France.
Bye.
Reno.
Bye, Miss American
I
Pie.
love that video. That's the only
All the
video
videos
I
can
like.
go for all I care at this point.
That's the only video I like.
I don't
actually.
like any of the videos.
I hate Circle Vision.
I'm just looking. Okay. Do y'all have any ideas for what you want to go there? Or
Nothing.
just goodbye?
A Beauty and the Beast meet and greet.
That's fair.
Wasn't there already one there?
Kind of.
They do have the costumes in there though. Like if you
Oh.
go in there in the gallery before the video, they
Mhm.
have the Belle dress from the live action.
Yeah.
You know
And
how
they
they
all-
have, you know how in California they have the Sleeping Beauty walkthrough attraction?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That, but Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
That'd be cool. I think you can meet both of them.
Because
Like,
I don't want to put a whole ride in there. I feel like that's too much. So I would do just like a quick walkthrough. And I also feel like we have a good Beauty and the Beast ride in existence. So let's just
Mm-hmm.
keep that. But I just a walk through Beauty and the Beast would be cute.
Before we do this next one, I just want to say, when Sky was typing it, he put Rent's Ratatouille Adventure. Rent's
Yep.
Ratatouille Adventure.
Yep.
It's
Remy's Ratatouille.
it's all the rats singing Seasons of Love.
Ew! No.
I love that.
And Ego's the soloist at the end.
I hate it. I hate it.
You have Colette as Maureen.
And it's Linguini and Colette
Yeah.
doing Tango Maureen.
But the rats are still just rat size singing Seasons of Love
It's
surrounding them.
It's just the rats.
It's just squeaks. You can't understand them. They're just squeaks.
Great.
I say
Um,
keep. I say keep. I don't
I
know what
said-
else would go there.
I said Reno. I also don't know what's gonna go there. I just know that it's not a good ride.
Yeah, I would just send them back to the drawing board. Same concept, but just go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
That's what I
they
would
did a
do.
lot of screens.
Yeah.
And I also don't like getting wetter than Splash Mountain from my
Oh,
mop.
Yeah. So yeah, I think just back to the drawing board essentially, because like you know how I said earlier, like I don't think Ratatouille is Disney-fying France.
No.
I don't think Ratatouille Disneyfies France, which is why I like that it's a quote unquote e-ticket that's existing there.
Yeah. I liked the creperie that got put in.
I
because
love
of
that.
but
Yeah.
next one is another restaurant. It's Chef de France.
So I said change it. I said
Mhm.
Reno.
We
I said
went and
Reno
it was
too.
not great.
I
Since-
appreciate the ambiance. I would
Mhm.
give it a major menu update.
Menu update. I agree. I would just make it Gusteau's.
I was thinking
I didn't think about that.
what's it called?
I just straight up make it Gusteau's and
The
just
signature dish is ratatouille.
So in Paris, they have a restaurant where you leave the ride and you walk into a restaurant called Bistro Chef Remy, and it's basically like everything like
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
oversized and everything. I kind of
Mhm.
want that just brought to America because I think it's really cool.
Mhm.
I'm just imagining getting off a ride and the host not letting you leave without eating.
Right.
You're just like, no, I'm okay. I actually have it. No, you have to eat
Yeah.
here. It's part of the experience.
No, when you walk off the ride, you walk through the host stand. You walk right up to the host stand when you get off the ride. Yeah.
That would give me anxiety. That would make me feel like I'd have to eat there, or I can't ride the ride. The next one, which I am gonna butcher because I do not know French. L'artisan de glace.
What is that? What is that one? I don't remember.
It's the
It's the
gelato
place.
Oh, keep.
Yeah, I said keep.
I said keep too.
Keep.
The last one is I gotta word it out. Léal Boulangerie Patisserie.
Which one is that?
That's the giant
The
dessert
page,
place.
yeah, it's the pastry shop.
Yeah, keep
Pastry
that.
shop.
That's the one place where I did eat when I was there.
I think this also needs a menu update.
I can't have anything there.
Oh, well,
You can have
update.
the creme brulee. Creme brulee doesn't have gluten in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ate it at Epcot and he liked it.
I just think that I understand their classic French desserts, but I think the menu needs an update.
Mm-hmm.
Eclairs after a couple hours don't do so well.
Right.
Moving on to the next pavilion, we got UK. The only thing on there, once again, is Rose and Crown. This is the fish and chips pub.
Give me Mary Poppins theme restaurant.
I was gonna say Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh's good too.
I really like Rose and Crown. I think it's cool.
I would like the menu kept because I appreciate the menu, but I would like it a bit more Disney-fied.
There's just like, and I feel like so many great Disney movies take place in the UK that there's just so much can be done there. So much more can be done there. And it's not, I feel like that's the one thing that you can Disney-fy is the UK.
Yeah.
That's the one pavilion that you should Disney-fy.
That's the only thing that I don't like any of the UK movies.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, like I don't.
Oh no,
like,
I thought you meant the
I don't
pavilion.
like. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like Winnie the Pooh, and I don't like Mary Poppins. So
Peter Pan. Hold on, let me
but that
look this
wouldn't
up.
fit.
A hippo.
Peter Pan would fit
How would it fit?
because it starts in London.
One of my favorite things, though, about
I just don't
UK
see how they would put it like as the fish and chip shop.
What else takes place there? Alice in Wonderland.
Oh well, she meets right there.
Yeah. And then what's another one? Peter Pan, 101 Dalmatians.
I hope that didn't show up on the audio.
What?
It did. I heard it. I know what you're talking about.
Oh God. Can I keep talking?
Yeah.
Mickey's Prince and the Pauper. What else? Christopher Robins, that's Winnie the Pooh. Great Mouse Detective, Sword in the Stone. You could work with Tinkerbell. Romeo and Juliet, they just bought the property.
I'm so excited to see Madam Mim at Oogie Boogie Pass.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be good. Robin Hood. You knew Robin Hood.
I will say one of my favorite part about the UK pavilion is back tucked away behind all the shops
Mhm.
is a Winnie the Pooh meet and greet, but he meets in Christopher Robin's bedroom.
Yeah.
It's
Does
so
he even do
cute.
that anymore?
He did when I was there, which was directly before the pandemic.
Because
Mhm.
the last time when I was in the pandemic, he was meeting next to
The panini.
the Figment ride.
Mhm.
Is
He
that
was
a
running
meet and
around
greet?
catching like butterflies.
It was
I
a
think he's
character
both.
interaction. It was a
Yeah, it
character
wasn't a meet and
interaction.
greet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But coming to our final World Showcase Pavilion, we are going over to Canada. We're gonna start off with the strong point of Canada, Le Cellier Steakhouse.
Keep it, keep it,
Keep,
keep it,
keep,
keep it,
keep,
keep
keep,
it.
keep.
It. I think I talked for 5 minutes about this menu, and it was my example repeatedly
Yeah.
on that solo episode. So I'm gonna keep it. The
Yeah.
next one is Canada 360.
Put Turning Red instead.
I forgot Turning Red was in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
I'm gonna go with Reno too now that
Mhm.
I remembered Turning
I would
Red.
just rip
I've
it.
never met nobody like you.
If ripping it means we replaced it with a ride instead of a film, give me a Turning
Mhm.
Red ride. I'll rip it out for a Turning Red ride.
Mhm.
But if I have to choose, I'd rather put a Turning Red video there than have it being
Right.
I would just skip it like I always do. I always skip Canada.
Do you just walk through Canada?
I don't even stop.
I don't either, unless I have a reservation.
So yeah, Turning Red is the very first movie to ever take place in Canada.
Give me a Turning Red ride.
Right.
Turning Red ride.
And I wanted to end with an animatronic of Jordan Fisher's character doing the high note.
You know, I was
With the
shocked
angel
that
wings.
Brother Bear was not Canada. I was shocked that it was Alaska.
It's Alaska, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because never mind.
It's close enough, but no.
Moving to the next pavilion, we are going to go to World Nature, which if for the people that don't know, it is Future World East. It is where the seas, the land figment is currently.
All right.
Starting with the seas with Nemo and friends.
Reno. Keep the aquarium ending, but change the whole thing.
I want a Little Mermaid. I don't care about Nemo. I want a Little Mermaid.
But that way we can keep the aquarium.
Yeah.
You forgot Turtle Talk with Crush, by the way.
I don't think of that. We can talk about it next, but I don't talk about that.
It's trending right now on TikTok.
You don't like turtle soup?
It's trending. Shut up.
I once when I was training for my DCP for my role, I got to meet the people who are responsible for Crush, the people who are friends with Crush.
That's cool.
And it was really, really cool. And one of them came into my location like a couple of days later. And we were like, oh, yo, like you're friends with Crush. And he was like, yeah. My lead goes, you're friends with Crush? And the dude's like, yeah. And she goes, no way. And he goes, chaw, dude. And she literally had a meltdown. She was like, oh my God. She like fell on the floor. My lead. She was like, oh my God, it was so funny.
Okay. Going with Crush,
Mhm.
let's go over to Turtle Talk with Crush because I forgot to put it on this list. I'm going to say bye.
I actually really enjoyed it when I went with Alex the other day.
I don't like to do it, but
Is it because you were drunk?
No, I wasn't actually.
Okay.
I don't like to go do it because I don't like to be put on the spot usually.
Same.
But
I don't have anxiety, so it works for me.
But like watching one on YouTube is really enjoyable experience for me because I think the way that they do it. I got to watch Turtle Talk with Crush with a friend of Crush one time, and it was really it's amazing what the friends are capable of.
I will say I do like the improv.
Yeah.
Moving on down, we got Journey into Imagination.
Bye.
Give me a refurb.
Give me a Captain EO ride. You're just another part
I
of
hate
me.
Michael Jackson.
You hate all things good. No, I'm kidding. It's okay to not like Michael Jackson. Some people don't know who Michael Jackson is, and that sends me through a hole. But
wow.
yeah. Oh, fun side note real quick about Michael Jackson. Every time my mom and my grandparents and I would go to Disney, we'd always stay at Pop Century. And because it's Pop Century, it is pop culture, pop music. And every morning when we would go get breakfast, it would be about the same time, and we'd walk in, and Billie Jean would be playing every single time we'd walk into that cafeteria. So that's my connection for Michael
Beat
Jackson.
It was my very first Michael Jackson song. I was 7, maybe 6.
Moving on down, we have Awesome Planet. This is that environmental video in the land that used to star Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa.
Nope.
It now does not.
It now just does not.
I would like the refurb back to Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa because I thought it was a bop when I had them. But I also wouldn't be mad if it was a Lion King 1.5 recap show.
Yes.
Just the yes. Sky, is that no saying you're just gonna rip it out?
I'd rather it gone and
Okay.
never remembered.
Moving on down, we have Soren. I'm gonna let y'all.
I want to keep that one and change ours.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's fair.
I agree with that.
I consistently agree with that because Soarin' Around the World makes sense here. Soarin' Around the World does not make sense in California.
No, it does not.
Next up, we have the only thing that I put in all caps: Living with the Land.
Keep.
It is what Epcot is in
True.
entirety. Like this is
you're
what
truly living with the land.
It's perfect in every single way. You don't need anything else.
I would like a refurb of it, surprisingly.
Oh?
I want it a little bit more Disney-fied.
How so?
I could feel like a Bug's Life spinoff, but still have the greenhouse.
I want topiaries.
That'd be cool.
I want to see that'd
be cool.
Which character is red? I want to see a Lightning McQueen topiary with a tomato plant.
Just a Lightning McQueen shaped tomato.
You know, I wouldn't even go that far. I would just have the Bugs Land theme music playing as you're going through the greenhouse.
See, I love that pan flute music though.
It's pretty, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
but I wouldn't be mad about
it. maybe I'd keep it. Actually,
I think maybe if you're gonna go with the environmental theme, I would just go hard. I would go hard and do Wally. Have Wally be your guide. If you're gonna Disney-fy it,
or Eve.
If you're gonna refurb it and Disney-fy it, make it Wally characters. But if you're not, then don't. Because why would you mess with perfection?
True, because Living with the Land is perfect.
Practically
perfect in every way.
Every way.
Moving down to the restaurants, we're gonna start off with Garden Grill.
I want it back to what it was before the pandemic.
I don't remember. I only ate there in 2006.
It wasn't when we went last time. We walked past it. It was not turning, and the menu was abbreviated.
Yeah, give me what it was before the pandemic, and I'll say keep. Second one is Sunshine Seasons.
Bye.
I disagree.
I hate Sunshine Seasons. I can't eat anything there.
There you have a rotating menu. Have you been? Well, obviously you've been.
I have been, yes.
There was more to that sentence, but it didn't come out. I think they have a pretty good rotating seasonal menu. I understand why you can't eat there because everything has some form of nut or nut or gluten.
Or shellfish.
Or shellfish.
Yeah.
So that's very fair. But I
The
would
3
keep
peas in the
this.
pod. Ready to
That
kill
was
me.
That was cute. I liked that.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd keep it. I think if I were to Disneyfy it, I would. But
Mm-hmm.
I
That
think
maybe all it
everything.
needs is just Disneyfied.
Yeah, I think everything in Disney needs Disneyfied. But at the same time, I think if I walk into Epcot and everything's Disney, I might die.
How'd you feel about the 50th statues everywhere? We didn't really talk about this.
I liked the 50th statues. I don't think they were too obnoxious.
Not at all. No.
Okay. I thought they
Um,
were cool.
When I was there, that was actually the one thing that I told myself I needed to do, and that I told my mother I was going to do, was I literally made a checklist of all of them, and I took pictures of all of them while we were there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Finally, for World Nature is Coral Reef.
Ouch.
Y'all listen to my solo episode. Y'all know
Off
how
with
I
her
feel.
head.
Okay. I said redo. Like I love the atmosphere of Coral Reef, but I don't like the menu.
You can't
I'll support
not
that,
eat seafood in an undersea restaurant, which is why I'm like, get it out, because it's weird.
Yeah, fair. I mean, even if I can, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I dropped the puck. I don't know where it went. I'll find it later. Moving on down to World Discovery. Starting off big with the newest attraction to the Walt Disney World family, Cosmic Rewind.
Keep it.
I say refurb already, actually.
Well, I would stop. I would not make it spin as much. That's the other
Yes,
thing I would do.
I want to make it less motion sick.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people who don't normally have motion sickness are having issues with this ride. And I think that's Disney's sign to take it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't usually, but if that's an issue, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Second is Mission Space.
Bye. Get
Bye.
rid of it.
Bye.
Yeah, no, I hate that ride.
What would you put there instead, though?
Oh, actually, I think this would be our Wally ride. I think I'd refurb this.
I almost said Lightyear.
Ooh. I just don't like the capsules. I don't have
I don't either.
claustrophobia, but they make me claustrophobic.
Yeah, I would refurb the whole thing to a Lightyear ride that's not that system.
Yeah. I specifically would keep my phone in my pocket just in case the thing didn't open and I needed to call for help.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I almost would put it as like a Star Command, like animated ride.
Yeah.
Oh,
not like a Lightyear movie, like one, but like
Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is like
or whatever.
Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is kind of like a pimple on Disney's resume because Pixar did not approve of it, nor were they consulted.
I think the ride Mission Space, its overall square footage is big enough to give us a fully fledged Lightyear ride.
Yeah. Instead of changing Space Mountain, let's just put a brand new Lightyear ride there.
Yeah. Especially since that's like that's how it starts. That's how he gets to the future.
Literally.
He's in a spaceship.
He is, I think the idea of, for anyone who's seen it, the idea of the hyperspeed would be so freaking cool.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on next, we got Test Track. I said refurb.
Yeah, I would Disneyfy it actually.
I want cars. I want cars in Florida.
Just put
Radiator Springs
Racers. like a more modern do like a Cars 3 version of Racers.
I just want the old version back. I miss the old Test Track.
Old Test Track. I did like the old Test Track a lot.
You can do old Test Track with Cars 3 though.
The truck still freaks me out, and I know it's coming.
I miss that original, like, you know, when you go down the hill and you go over all those like speed bumps and stuff, and you go into that like hot and cold room, and then the actual test wall with those crash dummies everywhere. Dude, it was so cool. I loved it.
It was a good ride. It was a classic ride, and it was still sponsored by Chevrolet.
There you go.
The final thing for World Discovery over here is Space 220. I'm gonna say keep solely because I haven't been, so I feel like I
Right.
cannot judge.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say keep as well.
I want to do it. I do. I want to do it.
I
Mhm.
haven't heard anything too negative about it. I think it's just a bit overpriced.
Yeah.
I just heard that the menu wasn't great, but the atmosphere is really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. And for our last thing tonight, moving on to World Celebration, the only thing for World Celebration, my high school crush, Spaceship Earth.
James Judy Dench.
James Judy Dench.
James Judy Dench. James Judy Dench.
We've made that joke before.
Yeah,
I feel like we have. James Judy Dench.
James Judy Dench.
It was one time, man. It was one time.
Now it's twice. I'm gonna say refurb. As much as I love this ride, I had my piece with it. I went on it for what I thought was the last time and cried the entire time on it. So I think it's time for it to get its update. The same way I think it's time.
But
for,
what is the
Carousel to get its update. I don't know what the update. I think
don't
the
either.
update is just cutting out some of the middle space that
And
doesn't
updating
really
it for
matter.
like now.
Yeah, like
I'm
you
fine
can
with that.
keep the car and stuff, and like the creation of computers and stuff like that. But there's some middle ground that we really don't need to see,
Mhm.
that we could be putting, oh, the invention of the first all-electric car,
Yeah.
and like, some of the more modern stuff.
Mhm.
That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I just don't want Elon Musk to become an animatronic.
That'd be kind of funny, actually. That'd be kind of funny.
Elon Musk in the Hall of Presidents.
No.
If we're gonna put Elon in there, we gotta put The Rock, because the whole like Rock campaign for presidency was so funny.
We're gonna put a bad joke in it, and we're going to put a Tesla coil section, but it's going to be created by Elon Musk.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
That's the last thing that I have for y'all. Is there anything you would like to add?
No, I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Okay. As usual, please give us a like, a review, a rate, 5 stars, subscribe to our YouTube channel, do all of that. Smash that like button. I know we don't go on YouTube very much, but I've been dying to say that.
Yes.
But please give us a rate and a review. It would mean the world to us. We also would appreciate you guys sending us your ideas. We love getting ideas. We love getting the fan ideas. Also, sometimes when we're having a slow week, it's nice to see those ideas and be able to give it to you guys.
Mhm.
Go check out the Redbubble. We have so many options, so many designs, and they're all cute, and they all make for amazing gifts, especially for your Disney fanatics like us. Along with that, I think I said it last week, but just in case people don't like the sound of my voice, no, sorry, but I'm still talking. I said it last week, but I'm going to say it again this week. The Etsy shop probably isn't going to happen. I'm working a full-time job now. I was working part-time when I came up with the idea. It's not going to happen. However, y'all can DM me if you want a sticker. Maybe I'll make it for you.
Aw.
Any final closing thoughts?
I think that's it for me.
Come see us at
I'm
Oogie
good.
Boogie Bash, October
All
18th.
right.
Woo!
October 18th.
We will be there.
It's
We will be
official.
cosplaying. Y'all will hear mine next month.
Good luck recognizing me.
Good luck, Charlie. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to us. We appreciate all of you. And with that, dream a fantastic dream.